Tapu Lele is perhaps the strongest Wallbreaker in Gen 8 overused as it stands right now, in my humble opinion. But before we jump into the reasons as to why, let's take a look at Tapu Lele itself. Tapu Lele has a solid offensive typing with a 130 base special attack and a decent speed tier at base 95. Tapu Lele also has the great ability in Psychic Surge, which sets up psychic terrain when Tapu Lele enters the field. This powers up psychic moves by 1.3 times and prevents the use of priority moves such as Aqua Jet and Ice Shard against grounded targets. The terrain allows Tapu Lele to hit even harder with powerful moves such as Psychic and Psyshock, while being a little harder to revenge kill. So what makes Tapu Lele the best Wallbreaker in my opinion? Well, when equipped with a choice specs, these moves can 2-hit KO any non-resist and still deal significant damage to the resist it does have. For example, Specs Psyshock deals about 34 to 40% to specially defensive Heatran, and Psychic deals 39 to 46% to defensive Ferrothorn. But Tapu Lele also has access to Focus Blast, which makes Steel type resist even less reliable. If the Tapu Lele user gets a predict right and hits Focus Blast, which is probably the hardest thing to do out of the two, it can easily result in a one-hit KO or something close to a one-hit KO. Tapu Lele's Fairy typing allows it to easily deal with Dark types that dare to switch into a Psychic move using Moonblast, making him not a reliable switch in either. This move deals a substantial amount of damage to Psychic types who could otherwise deal with a Psychic or Psyshock and Focus Blast because of the insane 95 base power and the 20% chance to lower the opponent's special attack while being 100% accurate. On top of that, Psyshock allows it to bypass any special wall that could potentially take hits, such as Blissey. Blissey is notoriously known for sponging any special hit, but Psyshock deals damage based on its defensive stats, which is very low. The only two Pokemon in the OU tier right now that can take the moves I just mentioned are Corviknight and Victini. But Tapu Lele has the option to run Thunderbolt instead of Psychic to deal with Corviknight, and Victini takes around 40% from either step when Tapu Lele is equipped with the choice specs, and also has no access to reliable recovery, so even these Pokemon cannot safely switch into Tapu Lele. With a choice specs and Psyshock, Tapu Lele is one of the best stall breakers in the game because of the reason I just mentioned. Stall teams also lack the damage to quickly take out Tapu Lele, allowing it to stay longer on the field. Besides choice specs, Tapu Lele is a pretty good Choice Scarf user. Even with the lack in damage, Choice Scarf Lele still hits pretty hard and is a very good late game cleaner due to its raw power. Assault Vest sets also deserve a special mention. Tapu Lele naturally has a good speed def stat, so Assault Vest allows it to tank hits it normally couldn't, such as Shadow Ball from Choice Specs Dragapult and Shadow Ball from Choice Scarf Blacephalon, and can eliminate them in return. It also allows Tapu Lele to switch up moves, catching the opponent by surprise if they think Lele is locked in. Magnezone also deserves a special shoutout, because when Tapu Lele is paired with Magnezone, Magnezone can trap the steel types that could be kind of problematic for Tapu Lele, such as Ferrothorn and Corviknight. So by trapping them and eliminating them, it eases prediction for Tapu Lele. To sum it up, Tapu Lele has a great offensive typing, powerful moves, amazing ability, good stats, and no reliable checks in my opinion. And that is why I think Tapu Lele is the strongest Wallbreaker in Pokemon Sword and Shield overused. The only way to play around the Tapu Lele is by getting the predict right. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel so you won't miss future videos like this one. Also let me know in the comments what you think about Tapu Lele, and if you ever wondered why Tornado Steering is so good in competitive Pokemon, click on the video on the screen right now to learn more all about that. And until then, I'll see you next time.